Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nolan, and today we are going to review and unbox, or unsack if you will, the August 6 cents Super 6 sack, because I have the Super 6 version, or the premium version if you will. We're going to do that today. So if you're new to the channel, there's one thing. I just ask you to drop a like. That's all I ask. I don't ask you to subscribe to the video. It doesn't matter, but I'm not here to fame, but whatever. So we're going to start off with this thing. Inside here is a bunch of stuff. So yeah, my camera doesn't like moving objects. So if the camera is out of focus, I'm just going to say this ahead of time. I'm very sorry. So, and I'm also using a computer for white light. So if that's going to shut off eventually, I shouldn't. But if it does, I'm sorry. It'll go black for a second, and then I'll click it, and it should turn right back on. So enough with the little intro that I got. Whatever. I don't even think that's an intro. Let's get to the video. So, starting off with this 6 cents 6 sack. Hey, I said it right that time. I'm starting off pretty good already. So, first thing I can pull out. Y'all may already know what this is, but oh, it's already flipped over wrong. It is, let it focus. Can you focus? Okay, it's a 6 cents rod sock. It's blue, it's stretchy. So I have a 7.3 or 7.6, well, I put it on a 7.3 rod, but the longest one I have is a 7.6. This fits it perfectly fine. I would only say it fits a baitcaster because it's not like a big loop. But, I mean, I guess you can try a spinning rod. I don't know. But that's the first thing. I like these. I will definitely buy more of these. This is the only one I have, and I definitely will buy more of these for the new rods that come into my collection eventually. So that's item one. Also, I will leave links to the stuff down here if you don't want to just do the 6 cent sack and you just want to buy, say, an item. I will leave links to the website, also the link to the actual bait, or in this case, the rod sock itself. So the next goodie I can pull out of this bag is these. That's okay. So if you couldn't read that, which you probably couldn't, it's a Divine Shaky Worm, 6.3, 10 count, green pumpkin blue, and they're durable. So this may or may not, I don't know. There you go. It's green pumpkin with a little blue flake in it. Let me shake it. Stop shaking it. It goes like a fat body, so like it skinnies down and then goes right to a fat thing. I would rig the shaky head to the top of the worm, but you rig it how you rig it. So I will rig a shaky head weight, probably around 1/4 ounce, maybe a 1/2 ounce. Shaky head. The 6 cents, they also have their own shaky heads. I will also link those in there too. But I would throw this on 10 to 15 pound fluorocarbon. I would also throw it on a baitcaster rod. Right now, the baitcasting rod that I throw it on is a medium heavy 7.3 Jacob Wheeler Edition Ducket rod. Not that it matters that it's a Ducket rod. I like Ducket rods a lot more. I've used a bunch of other rods, but I like Ducket rods. So, the next thing I can pull out, and a lot of them just fell out of the package because I opened them up. This is like my 4th time doing this video, so you know how that's going. It is the 6 cents OX flipping hooks. It comes in a 5 count 4/0, but there's really only 2 in there right now. The rest of them are probably in that bag. But, pick the one that fell out. I don't know if it's going to focus or not. There, that's better, yeah. So, you got your hook keeper at the tip of my thumb. It's a straight shank hook, 4/0. That's perfect. Okay. So I would use, these are flipping hooks. So there's many ways of doing a flipping setup. I personally have the flipping hook, and then to that I will have a flipping skirt over the hook, and then I will have an ounce weight pegged twice. Put 2 pegs on because it's hard. You got to have the double security of that weight staying there. I will throw a cross-sized bait on here along with that, and that is my punching setup. I also throw that on like 50-pound braid with a heavy rod. Currently my punching one is the AP Bassing Favorite rod. That was like one of the major bait casting rods that I've ever gotten. But that's what I would throw on that. So the next bait I pull out of this bag is, the Hybrid Swim Crank. It is a 5/8 ounce, 100 millimeter D3 Model L, 2 to 3 feet. So let's see if we can do this again. I don't know if it'll correct itself or not. Okay, that's better. So it's a translucent body with a brown line down the middle and then a green back. It's a jointed swim bait that dives, so it'll dive a little bit deeper than your average swim bait. And it's also got like that little hair thing sitting on it. It's kind of like hair jig, but I call it deer hair. It probably isn't deer hair. I don't know. But I will throw this on to 10 to 15 pound fluoro. Sorry, I just chucked it like right next to the camera and probably knocked it, but whatever. So 10 to 15 pound fluoro on the same rod that I would throw the shaky head on, mainly because you can't, the mid-range for a rod when it goes to fluorocarbon is a medium heavy. Now that's your catch-all rod. Now if you really want to get into the finer tunes of this rod, well, and this line, and this gear ratio bait caster will make this bait work perfectly. It will make it work the best it possibly can. Personally, I just throw it on there. I will definitely get into the finer tunings of fishing later, but not right now. So, next bait. Sorry, I just went out of focus. Next bait. It is a Speed Glide 100 millimeter 7/8 ounce glide bait by 6. You guessed it. So, in this bait, it's a jointed glide bait, because I think normally all glide baits. It's a partially translucent body. You can't really tell. I mean, you kind of can with the weight, like tip of my finger. But it's translucent. It's got a pink hue to it, green top again. Also has that little hair thing. But just a glide bait. I would also throw that on the same. I've never used a glide bait ever, really. That's the first glide bait I've ever gotten. So I don't have enough information on glide baits to give y'all. I probably should have done some research before I made this video. So, sorry, but if you want, I bet you there's somebody out there who shows you how to glide, like a glide bait. But I will still link a video, or link a thing to that glide bait. So, the next bait is the Crush 50S Silent. Now this bait is going to dive 2 to 5 feet. How many ounces is it? Oh, it's a 60 millimeter 3/8 ounce. I have another one of these blocks. That's how I know it was dived to 2 to 5 feet. But here's that bait. It's translucent a little bit. You can see the weight on the bottom. It has a silver, shiny, and a little bit yellowish belly. It's purple, and then on top it has green. Dives 2 to 5 feet. I would throw this maybe around shallow structure, if not like the edge of a grass line. Something where this is going to imitate baitfish. So if you're going to throw this, it's going to be like, I wouldn't call it shad spawn per se. Maybe you want to throw it around shad spawn. I don't know. But I would throw this around like maybe moving baitfish early in the morning, because when they're up in the top of the water column, that's what this is going to imitate. And those bass are going to want to eat at the top of the water column in the morning or late at night, one of the either. But I think that's it for the hard baits. The last thing I can pull out of this bag is going to be some 6 Sense Peg X stoppers. Now, I'm gonna have to pull these out of the bag, which I hate this bag a little bit. It gets annoying eventually. And normally with all my pegs, I have like a tray in the boat. I just throw them in there. I do not keep them in the bags. This is also the first time I've ever gotten 6 Sense pegs. Finally, I won the battle against the bag. That was a big battle. But, you probably don't really care. 1 second, guys. I am very sorry for this. It's like focusing on my face, per se. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, you can kind of see it. But, they're just plain Jane pegs. These are what I would use to hold the weight for the flipping hook. But yeah. So that concludes the 6 cents August Super 6 sack. That's basically all of it. I get one each month, so hopefully every month we'll come out with a Super 6 or a 6 cent sack review, and each bait you will I will leave a link to. I'll also leave a link to the what's it called? The website. Yeah, the website. I will leave a link to the website as well. And I thank you all for watching the video. Drop a comment if this is the type of stuff you would like. I'm very sorry that the camera keeps going out of focus. I really got to get this thing down. But thank you for watching the video. Drop a comment, subscribe if you would